Hello, my name is Thomas Richards, and this is my presentation on the characteristics of the jail population. So, people who are incarcerated in jail, it's important to study them because it will increase our knowledge of how to stop them from going back. It'll improve their care or their rehabilitation while inside, and it will give us better insights into what groups or demographics have a tendency to go in the first place. So generally, people who are younger, um, people who are from a lower socioeconomic class, people who um, are often male. Most of the jail population or prison population is male by a large amount, by a large degree or ratio. It's like 3 to 4, or no, 3 out of 4, I should say. So almost 75%. And based per population, a higher degree of minorities tend to be incarcerated or tend to um, go back after being released. Um, the types of offenses people who are in jail um, are in there for are generally nonviolent. Over half of them are nonviolent. A lot of them are property crimes or drug crimes. Uh, there are violent criminals and violent criminal offenses. Um, and I was surprised when I looked to see how what percentage or what ratio of the prison population was sex offenders. Apparently, it's almost like 8 to 10%, which is disturbing to say the least. Especially when you consider how many people are incarcerated in this country. But it is what it is. Um, Most people who go to jail go back to jail. The rate of recidivism is very high. Um, and I believe that's because the underlying socioeconomic factors that cause them to more than likely sell or take drugs, steal, rob, etc., are not addressed when they get out of prison. They're likely still addicted to to drugs, if they're on drugs, which many of inmates are addicted to drugs. Um, and I read separately that um, for another class that I believe, what's it called? Antisocial personality disorder is very common among inmates to a wide margin. I think it's sociopathy, um, in layman's terms, but it's the rate of it in people who are incarcerated is just astronomically higher than the rate in the general population. So that's something to note as well, and that exacerbates the the factors of the socioeconomic issues and the any potential drug issues. Um, it just makes it even worse, and that's only just one mental health disorder, not even counting the multitude of other mental health disorders that could be affecting someone's chances of committing a crime or committing a crime again after being released. Um, as far as age goes, I want to touch back on that. It seems like most people get their act together later in life if they are or have been inmates, um, with how young the prison population generally is. Um, Also, I find it very interesting that males comprise so much more of the prison population when the general population is split 50-50 between male and female. Um, in my personal opinion, it's probably just due to hormones and just our just general nature, just our inherent nature. Um, hmm. As far as jail goes, most people don't stay too long in jail, about 25 days. Prison um, is longer, obviously, several years. Um, about 70% of individuals who go to jail once or are released from jail are arrested again within 5 years. So it becomes a pattern. Um, and that's why I believe that in our country, we need to focus more on rehabilitating people and targeting the underlying mental health and socioeconomic issues, because that will allow us to pull from the root, so to speak, instead of addressing the symptoms, if that makes sense. So that's what I would like to see moving forward in corrections. Thank you for your time.